let's haul some books. Okay, so I know I am very much behind on updates right now, but I am currently having a lot of PCOS issues, a lot of pain. But I figured I might not be able to focus on a wrap up, but I could do a book haul. Now, I don't know if you guys have realized this yet or not, but I didn't post a book haul last month, so I have quite a bit of books because of that, and I have a little bit of an unboxing here. I know you guys love seeing unboxings and having reactions to the unboxings. So we will be doing some of that. First off, though, I do need to say that I have picked up the next 2 books in the War of Lost Hearts series by Carissa Broadbent. These are chunky. My Patreon is reading through this year, so we are going to be reading Daughter of No Worlds very soon, and then in November we'll be reading book 2, and December we'll be reading book 3. So I'm very excited about this. So next would be my Fairy Loot book of the month for last month, and that would be Andrea Stewart's The Gods Below. Very, very pretty. Now, I did not like Andrea Stewart's first series. I liked the first book a lot, but when I went to read the second book, it was just not something that appealed to me. She went a little too character driven, and you guys know I'm not a big fan of character driven books, and so I'm hoping that I will like this, but it's not high on my radar simply because I didn't like her first series. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys right here, right now. This one is not that intriguing to me, and the books that I know are coming from Fairy Loot are not very intriguing to me at all, because the next 2 are going to be cozy, and I have gone back and forth on whether or not I want to keep my Fairy Loot or get a different subscription, but I do still have my book of the month. I have been considering Twisted Retreat because I am reading a lot more horror lately, and I'm just kind of excited to get back into horror, but also I'm not the biggest romantasy or cozy fantasy reader. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy the coming books. Now, I don't want to get your hopes up about those being available on my Pango though, because they have been promised to someone else. One of my patrons, Izzy, she sends me books all the time. So whenever she wants one of my Fairy Loot books, she gets first dibs. Okay, so continuing on with the book haul, I did pick up the combat codes in the paperback that I bought of Grievar's Blood, because it did bug me to the point that I now have my hardback copy of the combat codes on my Pango. And yeah, so who saw this coming? Everyone saw this coming, right? I am a Pango ambassador. So if you guys follow my link that's in my link tree to Pango, you can get $5 off of your first purchase. And I do have a Pango haul that I'm going to be doing. So I'm mentioning Pango a lot in this video. It's not sponsored. That's just, I am a Pango ambassador. I have a Pango haul. That's where I do my book shopping. Okay, next, I did pick up the 3rd book in the Vagrant Gods, yes, trilogy by David Douglas, because I did read the 2nd book, which you guys will be seeing in my September wrap-up. I just haven't got there yet, but yes, I did read the 2nd book. I'm excited about the 3rd. So, girl math. I ordered a book that I wanted, and then I could get free shipping if I spent so much more. And so this was kind of like, they paid me to take this book. So Adrienne Young, I have read, oh, I can never remember the name of the book. I'll post an image of the book. I really enjoyed it though. And I have more Adrienne Young to read. I have The Unmaking of June Farrow behind me. But I really liked the first book I read of hers. It's very gothic, very mystery, like kind of small town cozy, even though I wouldn't really consider the book cozy. So ignore that part of that. But I have been intrigued to read her YA stuff. This was like $3 on Pango, and so I couldn't pass it up because they, like I said, it was practically them paying me to take this book off their hands. But it says, welcome to a world made dangerous by the sea and by those who wish to profit from it, where a young girl must find her place and her family while trying to survive in a world built for men. I do like stories of females rising in a man's world, but I do know there's journeying in this, and I'm not the biggest fan of traveling. So am I excited about this? I don't know. And this is not going to be like high up on my radar for books to read, but I have heard good things. I've heard mixed things. Let's just say that. So I do own this now though. Last month's book of the month books on top, I got 3. Oh, I got A Song to Drown Rivers. I've read that. It's in my stack that I need to actually have to film my book haul, my wrap up. A Song to Drown Rivers was really good. I gave it 4 stars. It was one of those that the story was good, but there was a lot that I wanted more from the story. Like I wanted more from the characters. I wanted more backstory. I wish the story would have started in a different place so that we could have that backstory, but I still really, really enjoyed it. Then the next one I got is The Crimson Crown by Heather Walter. Of course, I was going to buy this. I really loved Malice. I didn't read Misrule though, because there was a lot of people who didn't like the way that it finished out. And I want to still love Malice. So I haven't read it yet. But this is a retelling of Snow White. It says, before the apple was poisoned, before the mirror was cursed, a witch became a queen became a villain. Her story has been shrouded in shadow, but now she will rise. Heather Walter likes to take stories from the villain's perspective, how they became a villain, why they became a villain. And so I really love that aspect of a retelling, telling it from the villain's point of view, seeing why you might actually side with the villain. And so I'm very excited to get into this. I'm hoping that this is something I get to in the next couple of months because it's perfect for spooky season. And then another that's perfect for spooky season is Phantasm by Kaylee Smith. This is, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. And I've seen this tagged as romantasy, but basically this girl, in order to save her family, goes on a trial in this haunted house, and there are demons in this house and everything like that, and they have to face their fears. And it's written very much in the style of Towers of Babel by Josiah Bancroft. And so I'm very excited about this. I really want to read it, and I hope that I can get to it soon. I am doing like my game, and I'm trying to at least do a week of Spookopoly, so that's on the radar there. And then I was so very excited to finally have a special edition Anthony Ryan book. Oh my gosh. Yes, I am currently reading this book, so I don't have thoughts just yet, but it's Anthony Ryan. I'm gonna like it. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna like it. All of his books are over there, and that's what you usually see in my background are Anthony Ryan books. So this one, it says, the Sister Queens have ruled the land of Ascarilla for centuries. No one has dared question their rule until now. Whispers speak of long ships of tattooed warriors sailing under the banners of a cult of oathbreakers long thought extinct. A tide of black steel that threatens to vanquish all in its path. And this is signed. My ARC is also signed because Anthony Ryan is so kind, and he knows how big of a fan of his that I am. He sent it to me. But I am so excited about this. I mean, a special edition of my favorite author. I've never seen a special edition of his unless you count the novellas, and then those are so expensive. And then I got an ARC of North is the Night by Emily Rath. I've had my eye on this for a little while. We can choose to die as we live. There is power in death for the one dying, that the Witch Queen and her cruelty can never understand, for she has never truly lived. I am choosing to thwart her, knowing I may die, but I will die knowing there are things worth dying for, and she cannot take that power from me. That's the tagline of this book, and I'm so excited for it. So excited. I believe one of my friends read this, and that's what put it on my radar. I'm not exactly sure, so I won't name names. But I was also scouring Amazon for those, you know, first print editions, which ones are coming out in the pretty stenciled edges and slightly changed covers, things like that. And this is one of them. So I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for this. And I think I might save it till December because it does look like we're going to get like Bear and the Nightingale type vibes from this. So very much looking forward to it. Book of the month for this month, I got The Dagger and the Flame. This is supposed to be a new adult romantasy, but it's also, I think, Fairy Loot's YA book, so I'm not really sure where this is meant to fall, but it says in this dark underbelly, or it says, in the dark underbelly of a beautiful city, two rival gang members are pitted against each other in a deadly game of duty and revenge in which the most dangerous mistake is falling in love. So it sounds very Romeo and Juliet with an assassin as one of the characters, and that is what drew me to this. I read, what was that? 5 Broken Blades, where it was supposed to be 5 assassins pitted against each other to take down the king, and it turned into a romantasy, and that's not what I was looking for. But it did kind of give me the itch to find something that I would like more with an assassin as the main character in a romantasy, because I do like the Bridge Kingdom. And so this was kind of my answer to that. But I also got the book of Witching by C.J. Cook. Witches, assassins, I mean, witches are the theme of my Patreon, so I love witches. 400 years separate them, one book binds them. A mother must fight for her daughter's life in this fierce and haunting tale of witchcraft and revenge. You guys know I cannot pass up a revenge story. I just can't. I'm incapable. But I think this is another one that I could pick up for spooky season. My dust jacket did get ripped though. I'm pretty ticked off about that, but my box came completely destroyed. So I'm not too angry, other than, dude, carriers, be a little bit more careful, especially if you know you've got books, because the one that I got, the Ark of, this one, she all jacked up. She crooked. But that's how it was delivered to me. So just be more careful, guys. Be more careful. And then, of course, another book that I have read, I wanted the sprayed edge edition of this When the Moon Hatched. I have read this. I really, really enjoyed it. And I wanted a hardback copy. I wanted the sprayed edge copy. So I bought it. Okay, I did promise a little bit of an unboxing. I have 3 Pango orders here, so let's get to it. Here's the first one. Oh, I'm a little nervous because I'm having to use scissors with this because it's taped all to heck. Okay, here we go. Here we go. See if I can get it from there. Oh my God. I don't have the strength for this right now. Ugh. Now, here's the thing. I don't remember what I ordered from who, and so these are going to be a little bit of a surprise. Now, I do remember what books I ordered, but I don't remember what's coming from where, all that good stuff. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I think I know what this one is. So, oh, let me turn this back here so you guys can't see my address. I think I know, because I think if there's only one book I ordered that was this size. Okay, so Sister Maiden Monster. I didn't know that this book was this small. It doesn't surprise me. The horrors I have seen recently are all about this size, but this one says a visceral story set in the aftermath of our planet's disastrous transformation about what it takes to survive an apocalypse and what we become after. So very, very excited for this one. I did read Bloom recently. This weird horror kick. I mean, I'm down. I need to get my hands on some others like Nat Cassidy and stuff like that. But I'm excited for this. And it says Bram Stoker award-winning author. I don't know if it was for this book or not, but I'm pumped. Next box is right here. And what did I order from this person? Again, my strength is completely waning. So, oh, geez Louise. I'm having to bust out the scissors for things I don't usually need to. Trying to break the tape. It's like triple taped over here. There we go. Okay. Oh, damn it. Here we go. I see what's on top. It's a book I've already read and I loved it. Oh, it says thanks for buying, enjoy on top. Oh, they put in this order thing. I've never seen those before. Cool. I have read this, Immortal Dark by Digest Gurma. Hello, look at those edges. No soul can enter without an invitation. So I briefly talked about this in one of my vlogs because I had already read the book, but this reads like Vampire Academy, but make it sinister and dark. That's the best description I can give of this start to a series. I liked a lot of what Vampire Academy did, and this did it better. And so I just fell in love. I fell in love. This book's a little cranky, so that tells me maybe the binding's not so good, but it also has one of those, oh my gosh, seek mind above blood, and if you must bleed, use it as ink. Hello. Oh, and then look at that. Oh, see, there were special things about this book that I didn't even know about. Oh, yeah, okay, I love this. I loved this book so much, so much. Next, I picked up Happy Place by Emily Henry. I did read, oh shoot, now I forgot what Emily Henry it was I read. It wasn't Book Lovers. Her newest one, Funny Story. So since I liked Funny Story, I decided to go ahead and get Happy Place and see if I liked it. But the seller had it on their Pango for really cheap. So I'm pretty excited to get into it because, like I said, I did like Funny Story, but again, I don't know much about it. And this says bonus content only at Target. Cool. So we'll see if I like this. It does have a little bit of discoloration on it though. Like they had a paperback sitting on top of it and maybe they put it in a window or something, but I'm not too mad about that either. Okay, and lastly from this seller, I got The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. I have read Trisha Levenseller before. This is one of her darker romances that has been on my list for a while, so I really wanted to get into it. I've read Warrior of the Wild. I do still need to read the pirate one. I haven't read that one yet, but very excited to get into this. I know that there is a princess who's going to marry the king, but her goal is to now kill this king, something along those lines, and it's true enemies to lovers. So I'm excited about this a lot. Okay, our last box here. So let's get to it. This one isn't as hardcore taped as the other one, but still I'm going to use the scissors because my energy is lagging hard. Now I am wondering what it was I ordered. So I also tried to order from books that I wanted from the same seller. And I went through and looked at their stock. So some of these weren't things that I was planning on buying immediately, but I was excited when I stumbled across them. So I got the Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. I have read Kylie Lee Baker before, The Keeper of Night, and I did enjoy that one. So I wanted to go ahead and try her new one, and I do believe the second book of this has already come out. The principal rule of alchemy: you cannot create good without also creating evil. I don't know a ton about this, but like I said, I read Kylie Lee Baker before, really enjoyed the book, so wanted to try her new stuff. Also, can be explained in the fact that I read The Stardust Grail and absolutely loved it. So I wanted to pick up Yumi Kitasai's backlist, and I've heard good things about this. I do think that this is a little slower paced and has more of a like Wayfarer's Becky Chambers kind of feel, but I'm hoping I like it. They left Earth to save humanity. They'll have to save themselves first. It's the eve of Earth's environmental collapse. A single ship carries humanity's last hope, 80 elite graduates of a competitive program who will give birth to a generation of children in deep space. But halfway to a distant but livable planet, a lethal bomb kills 3 of the crew and knocks the Phoenix off course. Asuka, the only surviving witness, is the immediate suspect. So, sounds like a murder mystery in space, and I'm down. I really loved the heist in space, so very keen to get into this one. Now, there is another book that I ordered that I didn't get. So I must have ordered that from a different seller, but it was The Return by Rachel Harrison. And when I get that, you know, I get that. But that is the end of my book haul. I am sorry that things are a little delayed. I also had a very exciting event happen a couple days ago that I'm not going to talk about because it's not pertaining to me, it's to someone else, and they are trying to be a little private about it. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about this book haul though, and I'm very excited to get to these books. A lot of them are on like near future TBR of mine. Like I really want to get to a lot of these very, very soon. All right, all of my links are in a link tree link down below. Again, if you would like to get $5 off of your first Pango order, I also have that link down below and a link to my Patreon if you would like to join. Bye.